All right. Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Bitts. We are going to practice adding two three-digit numbers with double regrouping using place value addition strategies. We're going to double check our work with base 10, but I'm going to show you two different ways to use the break apart strategy where you're decomposing the numbers by place value so you're a little more comfortable. So first is the way that a lot of you have been doing in class, but sometimes we know it gets a little bit sloppy and a little messy and we make careless mistakes. So you have to be super neat with this. As you see, I've set up a couple things already for myself. So our first number is 196. The 1 in 196 is worth 100. The 9 is worth 90, and the 6 is worth 6. I got to make sure that I'm decomposing this by place value. In 428, the 4 is worth 400, the 2 is worth 20, and the 8 is worth 8. So my next step is to now add together my different chunks of numbers by place value. So first I'm going to add my hundreds together. 100 plus 400 is 500. I'm going to go ahead and mark those off so I don't make a careless mistake. Then I'm going to add my tens, which I have in green. So 90 plus 20. I'm going to think of my basic fact of 9 plus 2 is 11. I know it's my 10, so I'm going to have a 0 in my ones place. So 90 plus 20 is 110. Then 6 plus 8, I know my basic facts because I study my flashcards, is 14. Let's go back through and color code really quick so we have all of our colors the same. 500, 5 is worth 500, yes. In this number, that first one is 100. So I'm going to color it in orange because that's 110. That second one is a 10, so it's worth 10. But our zero's in the ones place, so it is worth nothing. In the number 14, there is a 1 in the tens place, so I'm going to make that one green. So now let's go back through and we're going to add up once again by place value. 500 plus 100 is 600. Next, we're going to add our tens place. 10 plus 10, there's two tens, that makes it 20. And our 1, 0 plus 4 is 4. So our sum, when I add together the add-ends of 196 plus 428 is 624. Let's double check our work using another strategy. Well, it's really the same strategy, but I like this one because it's a little neater. Everything's set up in rows. I use the lines on my paper when I'm using scratch paper. It helps me set it up. So first, I'm going to decompose my numbers again. The 1 in 196 is worth 100. The 9 is worth 90. The 6 is worth 6. The 4 is 400. The 2 is worth 20 because it's in the tens place, and the 8 is in the ones place. So it is just worth 8 ones. So now we're going to go back through and add together. 8 plus 6 is 14. Once again, 0 plus 0, 0, because again, this is my 10, so I'm always going to have a 0 in my ones place if I'm just adding tens. My basic fact of 9 plus 2 is 11. So 90 plus 20 is 110, and 100 plus 400 is 500. Let's go through and color code by place value once again. The first one in 110 is worth 100, so I'm going to make that one orange. The second one is in the tens place, so it's just worth 10, and the 0 in the ones place is worth nothing. All right, when we go over to 14, I have two digits, so I know it's two place values. My 4 is in the ones place, and the 1 is in the tens place. Remember, we're having our tens in green. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to add again. And since I have everything already decomposed as far as I can by place value, I can start with the bigger number. 500 plus 100 is 600. 10 plus 10 is 20. 4 plus nothing is 4. 600 plus 20 plus 4 is 624. So now we're going to use base 10 to double check our answer. And I'm just going to use my black now. And I'm going to line these up by place value and subitize everything too. So 196, 190, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember to subitize your ones so it makes it easier to look at. It's like looking at a tens frame. 428. How many hundreds? 4. 1, 2, 3. If you run out of room, stick it over here. Just make sure it stays in the hundreds place. 20. 10, 20. 8 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure you keep your ones subitized. Now, before I even go on, I'm going to regroup. I'm going to look at my ones place. Do I have more than 10 ones? I sure do. This right here, I can regroup into a 10. So now I know that's a 10. I'm going to look at my tens. Do I have more than 10 tens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to box these off now. And you know what? I'll do that. So now this did just make 100, like these are hundreds. This is my 10, but these ones did regroup to a 10. So now let's count up. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. 10, 20, 2 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ones. 620, 1, 2, 3, 4. 624. So I got the same answer on everything. I have checked my work, proven my answer. Good job.